Hi, it's Pat Campbell from the Canadian Prairies, and I'm here this afternoon out in the trail behind our house going for my 15-minute walk. 15 minutes is really all that it takes to get a good start on what we can do as caregivers to take care of that caregiver stress each day in our lives. It's one of the pieces, and that is the whole business about getting a little bit of exercise and at the same time for yourself, because it's so important to be mindful to take care of the caregiver in the busy routines and schedules of watching the calendar for appointments and taking care of our loved ones and making sure that all the things are done. It's recommended that most adults to have at least 30 minutes of exercise 5 days a week. We all know that more is fun and great for us, but 30 minutes minimum really does help. And so one of the things to consider is taking that 15 minutes to walk somewhere. Here I have this lovely prairie field behind me. It can be a walk around the block, it can be a walk through the mall, it can be a walk even around your house for that matter if you can't get out in the winter season or something. If you have a walking sort of gym circuit to walk, taking 15 minutes to walk one direction and then the second 15 minutes to walk home makes all the difference in the world. In just a few minutes we're going to come by a wheat field again. And even this week I've seen subtle changes with the wheat field in terms of it moving from a grassy green color to moving towards that golden green color that we recognize in the autumn for harvest. The change is subtle. It's not necessarily something that changes dramatically. It changes from the bottom up and very slowly transforms the plant. And I would say that that's what exercise does. Even this 15 minutes of exercise will do. We have fat that accumulates around our organs, in addition to this fluffy fat that we see that affects how we move and walk and wear our clothes. And one of the things with caregivers, and stressed caregivers particularly, is the whole business of that cortisol dump or comfort eating or emotional eating that results in fat changes on our body that take a toll on our health. And sometimes that change to become heavier is very subtle. It happens over weeks or months. All of a sudden we realize that the buttons are too tight, the zipper needs more tugging to get done up. We become short of breath doing the stairs, or we don't want to do stairs, or we don't want to walk. That's a toll that our body takes that has high consequences, both for our own personal health and for the health of those that we take care of. And just like this wheat field, in fact this side is more golden than the other side, just like this wheat field, this business of taking a short walk, even 15 minutes, no matter if you're a caregiver or you're just living with a high amount of stress, this 15-minute walk gives you the opportunity for renewal, just to be outside to get some sunshine, fresh air, feel the wind, hear the sounds, to have renewal. And it helps the digestive tract. It helps prepare you for sleep at night. So many good things that come from just a short 15-minute walk. If you are stressed because of business, then it gives you that sense of change and renewal so you can come back to the creative process or the business responsibilities. But getting back to caregivers, we know that sometimes putting the other person first a lot means that we do what's easy for us. Eating the easy foods, eating things that are just perhaps emotionally comforting, And we all know that that doesn't really serve the purpose all that well. What I love about what I've learned in the last few years as a caregiver is the fact that there is a program. It's nutritional ketosis. And what that means is, because a lot of people who are worried about fat are looking and turning towards the very strict ketogenic diet. And it certainly has lots of results, but it has consequences if it's used for very long. And then if you, well, I'm not going to speak to that a whole lot. I'm just going to say that nutritional ketosis is a eating lifestyle that for me as a caregiver I embraced, and friends of mine have embraced for wonderful results in the whole area of simplicity. Having simple foods, regular foods in our routines that are in our kitchen, simplicity, preparing and buying and organizing, with the happy result of more mobility, more energy, better digestion, and better sleep. And the beautiful part of it is it's a lifestyle. It's not a 30, 60, 120-day diet. It's a lifestyle that's safe for us to stay on until we're happy with what we see in the mirror, until our doctor is happy with the blood results and our vital signs and all those things. Nutritional ketosis is different than straight ketosis in that we include fruit, and you have a little bit of insulin secretion every day that protects us from that state of throwing off ketones in our urine and with the risk of becoming acidotic. Now that might sound a little bit like too much. Let me just say that nutritional ketosis is a wonderful option for caregivers to buy into for the purpose of regaining their health with wonderful, colorful, yummy foods, with the option of seeing the clothes size get smaller, with the advantage of getting control in one area of your life so that you don't have chaos in every area. And I mean, I'm not saying that every caregiver lives in chaos. I'm just saying that sometimes as caregivers, there are things beyond our control that they're just beyond our control. So this is one area that we can have full control over. And so I would suggest that you subscribe to this channel to stay in the loop of what's happening and how we can move forward with that. I have a Facebook page. The link is in the description for you to follow back there if you want to kind of like that page and stay in the loop there. And at some point there may come to a place where you say, Pat, I think I'm ready for some more information. Let's talk. And then you can find me either here through a comment or on Facebook and Messenger, and we can have a conversation. But I really want to encourage you that 15 minutes, walking out for 15 minutes, coming back for that same 15 minutes will have that wonderful value of transformation slowly over time. You'll find that your pace is picking up. You may be walking a little farther. It may be a part of your day that becomes a highlight for you. And I really encourage you to incorporate that in your day every day, at least 5 days a week. Now let me show you this wheat field that is transforming from the bottom up. There's a little bit more golden in the heads over here. Let's find it. So I'm just going to very slowly turn this around, and you will see how the wheat is turning golden from the bottom up, and how subtle it is coming up into the heads, preparing for that September, October harvest. And that's the way it is for us, both in the transformation of perhaps being in optimal health to losing that optimal health, but being able to regain that very subtly, with small steps taken with a decision to take care of the caregiver, take care of those who are living stressed routines. And so with that, I really encourage you to subscribe to this channel, follow the link to my Facebook page, give that page a big thumbs up, a big like, and we can stay connected that way. Thank you for the time this afternoon, and we will talk again. Bye-bye for now.